It's that time of year again, you G Fuel chugging, Dorito eating, Arby's loving nerds. Modern Warfare 3, the reboot, just got its first gameplay trailer, and I love that they called this a gameplay trailer. Like, I see the words gameplay trailer, and my eyes started scanning the entire trailer for gameplay, but then my eyes told my brain,
we ain't found shit!
If I had it my way, shout out Burger King, then I would most definitely call this a cinematic trailer or campaign reveal trailer, because yes, there's gameplay, but that gameplay is just cinematics and dolled up gameplay that looks more cinematic, because if you're telling me gameplay, I'm thinking of this or even this. Either way, it doesn't matter, because again, we finally have our official reveal trailer for Modern Warfare 3, and I'll be honest, it was a good trailer that left me initially feeling kind of underwhelmed while also wanting a bit more. But the more I did this Shadow Siege event, the more I enjoyed and looked forward to the trailer. Because if you haven't had a chance to play the Shadow Siege event, trust me when I say it's a blast to play. It's because it seems more like a narrative experience within the Warzone map Al Mazrah to help set up the events of Modern Warfare 3, while also acting as more of a reveal for the game. You get a pretty sweet opening cinematic featuring tank explosion survivor Graves, who goes over the mission briefing with the remaining Shadow Company members that didn't get capped about capturing missiles, which will be activated to help create a path to gas being stored under, Zaya Observatory, or just Dome. You'll jump out of a plane and land at one of the 8 missile sites, launch them, watch the fireworks, and then head to the tunnel, where you and the rest of, for the sake of this video, Shadows, will need to extract 45 canisters. What the fuck? Listen, my first try we got squat, but every time after that we completed it. No matter what happens with the canisters, as long as you extract, you will still get the ending cinematic, revealing 2 of Makarov's men infiltrated Shadow Company where they unalive everyone and presumably steal the gas, which I would imagine kicks off the events of Modern Warfare 3. Also, by completing this, you'll get a gameplay trailer for Modern Warfare 3. The event, which lasts until August 21st, will give you a bunch of different rewards, including a new weapon, which is basically a smaller M13, though J-Hub pointed out if a friend of yours has one, they can just pass it off to you in DMZ, so if you have friends, great. If not, that blows. From just watching the MW3 trailer, it appears we're going to be in Verdansk with the potential of some of our beloved characters biting the bullet. Something that could have happened during the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, but I digress. My point is, this seems to be more of a darker kind of toned story. Think of it as this. Modern Warfare 2019 was the Avengers, Modern Warfare 2 was Avengers 2, and Modern Warfare 3 will be something like Infinity War and Endgame mixed together. At least that's kind of what I got from this trailer. What we know about the story is that it'll be a global campaign, though half of it will utilize open combat missions, which will allow you, the player, to complete the mission however you want. My guess is that this will be something similar to the mission Recon by Fire from the campaign, or however Far Cry games work. We're also going to be seeing a lot of returning characters, except probably Alex, press F, but we'll also see some linear missions mixed into the game. Also, apparently in one mission, we're going to be playing as Makarov's men, breaking him out of the Gulag, which is basically the exact opposite of what we did in the original Modern Warfare 2. Support for DMZ will apparently be shelved in favor of supporting Warzone and the brand new Zombies mode coming with Modern Warfare 3. It's basically going to be Outbreak from Cold War and Vanguard, but on the newest Warzone map, where multiple teams will spawn in and complete objectives. I don't know how you feel about this, but I will say, as someone who wasn't a massive fan of DMZ, but know people that were, it kind of sucks that they're just going to shelve all this support for nothing, and it was probably the biggest waste of all of our time to even include this in the actual game. With that being said, this Zombies won't be round-based at all. It'll act as more of a PvE Outbreak experience for players. It just sounds similar to DMZ, but just think they added zombies to it. You can extract with loot such as jugs or quick revive and use it in the very next game. Complete missions to gain essence. AI human characters will exist in strongholds. Again, it just sounds like DMZ, but it was reskinned into zombies. But I know what you really care about, because it's what all of us care about.
Mets, baby, love the Mets. All right, baby, let's go get a home run, baby, love the Mets.
What a horrifically disappointing team. The fact that they had Max Scherzer, Justin Verlander, Pete Alonso, Francisco Lindor, and one of the highest payrolls in baseball, and they couldn't get it done is just disappointing. But I also know the second thing you care about, and that's the multiplayer. The multiplayer seems to be best summed up as, we know Modern Warfare 2 basically fucked everything up, so we learned our lesson from Infinity Ward's negligence and are designing the best Call of Duty game possible based off your feedback. Classic Sledgehammer. Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer has been leaked or confirmed by the Call of Duty social media to have the following. Red dots on the minimap will be back, slide canceling and reload canceling will be back, weapons and unlocks from Modern Warfare 2 will carry over, 30 new weapons will be at launch, 150 health similar to Black Ops 4, perks will activate at the start of the match, meaning no more of this bullshit. Perks will also be replaced by gear, which are basically perks. Example, boots could offer similar attributes to, say, lightweight or some form of faster mantling. Allegedly, a ghost perk will exist, but will require players to move around for it to actually work. Map voting's back, and 16 maps at launch, though these are all remasters of the original 16 Modern Warfare 2 maps from 2009. that will be shipped with the game. Also 20 original post-launch maps. And there seems to be more leaks and confirmed parts of the game coming out pretty much every day on Twitter. Also, a beta appears to be coming out in October. I think all the previously mentioned details are great, and I also think it's great that the community is being listened to, but if things like skill-based matchmaking, the current gunsmith, doors, or the current weapon progression exist, it honestly won't matter what they're fixing in Modern Warfare 2, mainly the skill-based matchmaking thing. Also, the original Modern Warfare 2 maps need to stay the exact same. Nothing like added doors or an extra alleyway. They cannot be added at all. Nothing. They need to stay the same. Also, something that I completely forgot about but remembered as I was recording is we're also going to be seeing a Dead Silence perk back in the game. I think myself and many others have pointed this out, but Modern Warfare 3 doesn't feel like it was actually supposed to happen, instead be part of that 2-year cycle as DLC. And I'd imagine this only exists because Modern Warfare 2's post-launch was extremely lackluster and Infinity Ward basically blew it. And it's because of that why we're probably going to get an entirely new game that's just using remasters as content for an absurd $70, though I'll probably end up buying the $100 version anyway because I always do. But I do have high hopes for this game because it feels like Modern Warfare 3 is a game that is just trying to correct everything that Infinity Ward and Modern Warfare 2 did, which is amazing. So I think this begs the question, how do you feel about this? Because Modern Warfare 3, from what it seems like, isn't just another new title releasing before the holiday season, or an obvious cash grab by a publisher that's demonstrated time and time again that they care more about the dollar than the player base spending said dollar, but instead a brand new era for Call of Duty. Leaks seem to point out that all future releases will be deemed DLC for Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2's application seems to also fall under this, as it's now named Call of Duty, which makes sense to me as it's something that I said they should have done a while ago, though I don't think they should have been charging people $70 for DLC, no matter what content's in there. Because if you're charging $70 for DLC, it should be an entire bundle of everything that's going to be in said DLC, like $20 for a campaign, $30 for multiplayer, and $20 for zombies. I also think this just sets a bad precedent for not just the gaming industry, but for the future of Call of Duty releases, as I'd imagine it'll be games will release with remastered content, then original content will come later on. And then also charging $70 or more for content that players already kind of own in other games. Also, one last thing, speaking of end of an era, it was announced the other day that David Vonderhaar, or Vondi, would be leaving Treyarch for another studio on a project that has not yet been announced, though it's probably going to be X-Defiant. This news is obviously sad since he's been working on Call of Duty projects since like Call of Duty Big Red 1. So in the weirdest part of the video, good luck Vondi, you'll be missed, and thank you for being the community punching bag for years, and sorry that it was you. Also, sorry that the community sent you death threats over the DSR nerf. I mean, I don't think anyone ever really apologized. It was pretty unacceptable. Please stop doing that. It's not funny. So to sum it up, Modern Warfare 3 has a ton of potential here. The fact that Activision and Sledgehammer have been pretty transparent up front about what's in the game is good, but I personally don't think it's right to retail this at $70, especially since it's basically a remaster with what seems to be some lazy content. But again, what do you think? Will you be buying this? Let me know in the comment section below because I'd love to hear what you have to say. And, well, bye. You know I love that shit!